reconciliation, or what I like to subtitle, Finishing Your Unfinished Business. You may have noticed that this course is taking you, as I just mentioned, step by step through that process, leading to your living your life as that which is divine. This process of reconciliation with every other soul who has entered into your life is important. It's about those who have entered into your life in a way that might appear to be less than welcome in your life. It involves a remarkable tool created out of my personal experience with God, which I call soul logic. The soul logic inquiry moves one past forgiveness straight to a place where it becomes crystal clear that seeking to forgive another, or even seeking to forgive yourself, can actually be counterproductive because it keeps you in a deep misunderstanding and misses the point of life itself. This realization is when the sky opens up for many people and infinite new possibilities suddenly appear. When this lesson is over, it's my intention that you will be able to identify the agenda of your soul and the souls of every other person who has been involved in any important event of your life. I also hope that you will learn how to see clearly the logic of the souls who are involved in every meaningful event, and how to use that logic as a healing device in order to come to reconciliation with every person who has ever done damage to you, or to whom you have ever done damage through the days and times of your journey on the earth. I hope you'll also be able to finish with all of your unfinished business through the use of deep understanding as a tool, and ultimately through the awareness that forgiveness itself is not necessary. I also hope that you'll deeply recognize the true relationship that you have with the actions and choices you have made in your life, and how you have never really done anything you did not want to do, but have managed by the misunderstanding of the mechanics of the mind to convince yourself that you have. And I want you to learn the difference between right and wrong, as opposed to what works and what does not work, as a means of measuring past actions and decisions, and as a means as well of determining and recommending to your future, recommending to yourself future courses of action, choices and decisions that life opportunities present to you. Now, some students who have moved through the information found in this lesson have come to a remarkable understanding that often forgiveness can be and is a detriment to reconciling with other people regarding experiences of damage in private and prior moments of their life. The breakthrough often comes when one is finally able to comprehend at last that forgiveness is not necessary in the experience of God, and therefore, likewise, not necessary in your own experience, and often acts as a block to spiritual growth and to arriving at completion in your relationships during this lifetime. So let's get fully into the lesson, shall we? I'd like to describe to you the soul logic process, because I want you to understand it, to understand what's going on here, and to be able to use it. The first step in reconciliation is finishing your unfinished business through the forgiveness process. This process involves moving in a deep awareness to several important spiritual principles in your life. Principle number one, and I'll go at these one at a time so you can take your time with them. Let me just back up here, if I can, just a bit, because I said some pretty important things there in my introduction. First of all, I said that forgiveness is not necessary in the life of the soul. It is actually a detriment to your moving forward spiritually in your evolution. Having said that, however, I still want to share with you the forgiveness process, because a lot of people find that it's a big leap, you know, to jump across the bridge to the place where forgiveness is never necessary for the rest of your life. You never have to ask it of anyone, and you never have to forgive anyone, never have to give it to anyone, either way. So that's kind of a, wow, it's a revolutionary, really, it's spiritually revolutionary. I don't, in fact, to be honest with you, I'm not bragging here, I'm not trying to boast, I don't know of any other spiritual messenger or any other course, spiritual course, that teaches that forgiveness is a detriment to spiritual growth and to spiritual evolution. So because it's so revolutionary, let's give you a tool that you can use inside of the normal way that we live, hopefully, includes forgiveness, and the normal messages and teachings of most spiritual teachers. Because, there may come a time when you want to use forgiveness, whether you have to or not.